Sorry about that, everyone. It took for freaking ever for Streamlabs to actually open. So, now, we are back, and first thing we're going to go do is actually not even go to the national park. We were actually going to be going to the place where I wanted to go sooner, but we couldn't because I found out, wait, we actually couldn't encounter the freaking thing because it wasn't late enough of the day. Because Venonat only wants to show up when it's morning or nighttime. So, we're going to be going there. Now that it is indeed nighttime, we can go there, get the thing, and we'll have our next encounter. So, since then, I've actually gone and trained up a little bit more. Butterfree is now fully leveled for what I need for my means. And I am hoping... I think Kamonga will probably be the best option for this thing so far. I mean, granted, I know that it's gonna be having some certain moves by this point, which is good, but I have faced a couple of trainers around just to try to get Butterfree leveled for what I need it to, and what I need it to be is where we're at, and thankfully, what that means is now we can, of course, go do the bug catching contest. The big thing about the bug catching contest is that I want to have access to a lot of the big things that it has, because I can get a stone from it, which is going to be very helpful to me for getting, something from. I want to, of course, get the Scyther from there, which is why we're doing this first, because there's only 2 encounters in the entirety of the bug catching contest we are allowed to get. One of them is, of course, the Scyther. The other is, of course, the other thing that it is Venonat. So, if we can eliminate Venonat, which we can, then we guarantee the only thing we're allowed to get is Scyther. Which means we're, of course, in charge of Scyther. And Scyther's a monster. Scyther is an absolute monster. So, of course, we're not going to be doing anything involving a not Scyther first, because I want to get that Scyther first. Well, I want to get the Venonat first to get the Scyther, because Scyther's going to be a monster, and Scyther is always just fantastic. And, okay, so I actually overshot the thing. No. I was looking away for a second. I was looking away for like a brief minute. I was like, nope, I ran past the thing. Yay. But, there we go. Now, there we go. We are now on the other end of Mount Mortar. I have left a number of trainers still available for battling. So, that way, of course, our Venonat and also later Scyther, will have access to decent things to be leveled up against. The other good part is actually now that we have a couple of decent places to actually train EV-wise, which is a big thing in my opinion. Because once we actually have access to getting like good places to EV train, we can make our teams significantly stronger, and if we make our teams significantly stronger, well, then we have a less chance of actually losing. Which is always the important thing. You know, we don't want to lose this thing. And, I mean, I'm willing to bet my luck is not going to hold out because pretty much after this route, we only have around 4 encounters in the rest of... Oh, crud. Oh, crud. Oh, crud, oh, crud, oh, crud, oh, crud. I did not think this through. I did not think this through. I did not think this through. Yeah, we have a very, very small number of encounters actually remaining. And it's kind of terrifying how few encounters we actually have to get through the rest of the game. Because if we lose one thing, well, basically, we have lost a huge amount of what we actually have for access. And it's why we really, really need the stuff that we're going to be getting to be freaking crackerjack amazing. Quick Claw activation! Yes! Completely irrelevant. But I still like that it works. And I like seeing that it went off. Okay. And that is actually still a pretty good amount of experience, considering. Arnie, you're useless. Good morning, I wake, Venonat. How topical! You're talking about a Venonat when that is exactly what we are trying to acquire ourselves. So, how is everyone doing tonight? Giraffaric is not what I wanted. No. Why is... This thing is so freaking slow. I always forget how freaking slow Spinarak is. And... I mean, I guess I should lead with Heracross. I guess I really should just lead with Heracross because it's actually just, like, it's not terrible speed. I can always switch around, like... Yeah, I should just lead with Heracross. Cause, like, it at least has a good special defense. It can take a hit. Then again, you will annihilate me. But we can also run from you, which is good. But... Okay, so... I'm pretty sure we can get Venonat here. There it is! There's a Venonat! Exactly what we needed. That is what we wanted to see. Venonat. And... I just go for Brick Break. Look at it's a 4 times resisted move. Like, yes, we have a very high attack stat for what we are at the point in the game. But yeah, it's a 4 times resist. It's a 4 times resist. Like, I know that you have Psybeam, but I'm pretty sure that's not going to hurt me all that much. Brick. Brick, brick. Brick, brick. I mean, this crit is not going to do a whole lot. Good. Oh, Confusion. Okay, let's see how much this does. Oh, that's doing nothing. I had to open my mouth. I had to open my stupid mouth. Of course. And there's the poison powder. And there's the poison powder. Okay, I'm not retreating this thing. I'm not running from this thing. I want this thing. Because it is going to be good. Like, Venonat is a monster. Venomoth, I mean, and of course, there's Poison Powder again on Wooper. I mean, this thing's already showing bit of a bit of a pain in the butt. This thing's already showing it's a pain in the butt. Netball. Netball, stay in the netball, please. Please. 1, 2, 3. And there's a catch. Now, we have gotten Venonat. Very helpful. It's going to take a long time for this thing to evolve, but I have a feeling it'll be pretty helpful to us later on. I'm going to be nicknaming you Batra. Batra, there you go. Transfer to box 1 in Bill's PC. So now, we have acquired the thing that I have wanted, and now... With all of that done, we are now able to go get Scyther in the bug catching contest, ensuring it is the only thing that we can actually catch, the only thing that we are actually allowed to catch and keep. Which is good. And let's go here. Let's go here. Let's see what our little bug has. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh my gosh, yes, you have Bold Nature. You have Bold Nature. You have a Bold Nature and Tinted Lens. You have a Bold Nature and Tinted Lens. Oh my gosh, yes. That is exactly what I needed. That is exactly what I needed from you. Okay, so... But you also look like... Do you have an insane physical attack EVs, like IVs? Because... That does not look right. That does not look right. I mean, what are your base stats? Because, like, something about this looks wrong. That this thing has a higher special attack that it has a physical than special, despite the nature. Okay, no, it actually makes. Okay, that actually does make sense. It actually does have a very high physical attack stat compared to its special attack stat when it's in this state. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. So that's good. That's amazing. So, you are definitely fast-tracked for being the good team. You're definitely being fast-tracked. You are definitely... And also, thank you, Maximum. Thank you very much for that. Congratulations. We are going to be healing. We are going to be preparing, because now we take down Morty. Now we take down the terrifying gym leader. And, well, I mean, we're going to get Scyther first. We're going to be getting our Scyther first. And the bug catching contest also was like, if we can get a Scyther this time, then... I mean, that's the great thing about the bug catching contest, is it's a great place to train. Because like a lot of the bug types are significantly higher leveled than their like counterparts outside. Not gonna fight you, Mankey. Also, yeah, I'm not gonna fight Mankey because like it's not really worth it, and I want to be fully prepared for the bug catching contest. So, Scyther is a 5% encounter chance in the tall grass, I believe. So, we're gonna be dealing with that. I mean, I mean, we're just gonna be able to run from anything because Butterfree is going to be very, 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 very fast for everything else. Considering like the bug types. Bug types are not known for being especially speedy, so we're gonna be able to steamroll through them quite easily. Actually, before we go in, I want to at the very least give Butterfree a Pecha Berry, because in the random bullcrap event, I somehow get poisoned by something, whether it by some nonsensical RKS or RNG randomness that is trying to kneecap and kill me. I get poisoned by not being able to run from something. I don't want to lose Butterfree. I'm not... The bug catching contest is like 20 minutes, or like, is it 20 minutes or an hour? So I feel like it's 20 minutes. It's probably not 20 minutes, though. Is it 20 minutes or an hour? I can't remember which one it is. But either way, we now have a Venonat. We have a Race in the Hole. Unfortunately, no, it cannot do the same resurrection thing that Butterfree can, because, like, Butterfree's a Mothra analog. Today's Saturday, that means bug catching contest. Rules are simple. You win your Pokemon, catch a bug type to be judged. Would you like to give it a try? Only one Pokemon. I'll have to use Butterfree. It's the first Pokemon Barky. Is this okay with you? Yes. It was life for the contest with the inhibitors. Support balls for the contest. 20 support balls. Basically, the strongest Pokemon is the winner. Oh, crud. It's only 20 minutes? I forgot it. Okay, this is not great. This is a short time span. But hopefully we can catch the thing we need. Venonat. Nat. Venonat. I like Venonat. Oh, you actually give special defense EVs? Yeah, we're not gonna be bothering with these things right now. Like, I'm not gonna be dealing with battles on Pokemon I don't want to deal with. I just want that freaking Scyther. You are not what we are looking for. You are not what we are looking for. These are not the droids you're looking for. These are not the bugs you're looking for. I am looking for a big bug that has gigantic scythe claws for hands. You know, I am looking for a Gigan cosplayer. Technically Kamagarus. That's so stupid. Beedrill is the same odds encounter from Scyther. They're both a 5% encounter rate. Okay. Oh, that's actually funny. Like, the basic Caterpillars are both 20 odds. The Cocoons and Paris, as well as Venonat, are both 10s. And then Butterfree, and then, like, all the big bugs, so Butterfree, Scyther, Beedrill, and Pinsir, they're all 5%. They're also 5%. Nice. Also, you actually, like, kind of... Wow, level 18 Kakuna. That's kind of something. No, I don't want another Butterfree. I already have a Butterfree. I don't want another one. What I want is a Scyther. What I really, 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 really want. I'll tell you what I want. What I really, really want is a Scyther. I don't want a Caterpie. I don't want a freaking Caterpie. Like, This is why this place is an amazing training spot, because a lot of these things are much higher level than you normally have access to. I mean, I like Pinsir. Pinsir, Pinsir's one of those Pokemon that I kind of want to use at some point, because it gets a lot of really, like, good fighting moves. Because, like, here's the thing. When it comes to bug types in Johto, I went... Oh, how funny I'm talking about Pinsir right as it shows up. I mentioned this back in the Heart Gold Soul Silver series, but one of the things that kind of really distinguishes, like, the three big bugs of Scyther, Heracross, and Pinsir is that Pinsir is much more of a sort of off-brand Heracross, where it does bug moves a lot better than Heracross, but it does fighting a lot worse. So basically, if you want something that has fighting coverage, but is a better bug type as a pure bug type, then, of course, that's what you're gonna probably go with Pinsir. But if you want, like, a much more true fighting type that can do bug damage, you go with Heracross. But if you want a solid all-around bug type that is just gonna do bug stuff really, really well, that doesn't do fighting stuff, you go with Scyther, because Scyther's the best. Like, Scyther's great. Scissor's amazing. I love Scizor. So good. But we have a 5% chance, and we have been going for, so far, it looks like 4 minutes. And that's not boding too well, because basically we are a fifth done with this thing. No Scyther. We gotta go for a Scyther. Metapod, get the heck out of here. I want Scyther. I want the big slashy hands bug. I want Edward Sword Hands. I guess Edward Scythe Hands. I guess it would be Edward Scissor Hands, because it's a Scizor. It would be Edward Scissor Hands. Also, thank you for 4 likes already, guys. Thank you. That means a lot. Yeah, it would be Edward Scissorhands. Caterpie, stop showing up. Stop showing up, Caterpie. Let's hope I can get one. Kakuna, no, I don't want to be dealing with you. I don't want to be dealing with you, Kakuna. You're not exactly helpful. Also, yes, rip chat. There is no one in chat but you. Again, I'm just talking to myself here. Well, I'm talking to you and myself here, so that helps. I mean, it helps knowing that there's other people who watch. But yes, so basically we have, yeah, probably 5 minutes have elapsed so far. Actually, probably, yeah, 5 minutes have elapsed so far, which means we are a quarter done. We've encountered a lot. We've encountered every single one of the 5% chance encounters, aside from the one we're looking for. We have encountered, I think we have encountered every single thing but a Scizor. I'm not Scizor, Scyther, which is not boding too well. I mean, we've still got 15 minutes to get a Scyther, so we might have some good chance, because we've already run into, I think, 3 Butterfree, a Pinsir, and a Scizor, not Scizor, a Beedrill. So we've probably got, statistically speaking, probably 15 more encounters of 5%ers, which means we're likely probably going to get a Scizor. I'm not Scizor, Scyther. I keep calling it Scizor because, like, I think of Scizor only. I think of the final stage, not the base stage, so you know what I mean. You know what I mean. You know I mean Scyther. But you can't get Scizors in. You can't get Scizor in the wild because that just doesn't exist, unfortunately. I mean, granted, Wild Scizor would probably be just a nightmare because it's a Scizor. Scizor's a monster. One of the best defensive type combos in the entire series. Actually, probably one of the best. Yeah, it's not the best because, like, I will, from now until the day I die, say Fairy Steel is the best type combination that exists on a pure defensive level, because it just has so many resistances and so few things can actually deal damage to it other than fire and ground, and those are ridiculously easy to cover. Like, those are freaking ridiculously easy to cover. I mean, Fairy Steel is... There it is! There's Scyther! There is the Scyther! Scyther! Meep up. I am just going to go with Sleep Powder. Okay, we got the Scyther. We have found the Scyther. We have found the Doom Bug. And it is snoozing away peacefully. Ball. I know sport balls are like functionally identical to a great ball. 2, 3. Burst ball! That's good. Okay. So now I guess we've actually caught it. So now that we've actually caught the thing. Okay. We caught a Scyther. We got the Scyther. Okay, now it's basically time to just train. Now it's like we can just train. Yeah, that was a great catch. That was a lovely catch. Let's hope that thing has the right nature. Because I don't think I can take another bad-natured bug type. Because, like, the funny thing is, every single one of our bug types other than Butterfree has had an attack decreasing nature. Kumonga has an attack decreasing boosting special defense. Heracross has special defense special attack boosting in place of boosting its special attack, which is useless. Of course, lowering its physical attack, which is terrible. And now we also have a bold-natured tinted lens. I mean, that Venonat makes up. The Venonat completely makes up for Kumonga. So I'm really excited about that. It completely makes up for Kumonga. It doesn't quite make up for Heracross, because like Heracross definitely is one I'm not. You son of a nutcracker! You don't have Gust by this point. You don't have Gust by this point. I just realized. Because you got that at level 16. You have all the spores and probably confusion. Hey, Sound Room, how are things? How are things going? Things are going great. What's up is definitely the good stuff, because we got ourselves a Scyther, as well as we got ourselves a bold-natured Venonat. Which means, like, we have, we've got good stuff, and as PokeMaximum just said, we got the good stuff, that's what's up. So good, I love it. And I'm really right now just training. Right now, goal is just train, level up, get Butterfree to as many good stuff as it can. Because we're going to be taking Mordion. And when do we learn Night Slash? Do we learn Night Slash at all? Oh, we learn Night Slash at 45. That's going to be a while. I mean, I hope it has Technician. I really hope it has Technician. Things are alright about to give Blue Kaizo. I mean, why do you enjoy making yourself suffer, Sound Room? Why must you make yourself suffer with that game? Like, those games are brutal. Those games are brutal. You shouldn't make yourself suffer like that. Beedrill, the Drilly Bee. This bee needs a power pack because it's also a drill. It also has like really ridiculously good special defense. But here's the thing, that kind of worries me that we are struggling to one-shot Beedrill because I think Morty's gonna take those on his Gengar really, really easily because it's a Gengar. And yes, Gengar's not the greatest. Gengar is by no means a wall. Like, it's not built to tank hits. But at the same time, Butterfree is not meant to be dishing out, super kaiju killer combos. It's not meant to be dealing damage. So, I worry we're not going to be able to actually put those things down. I don't understand how people can find those. I mean, I guess it's like Dark Souls logic, I guess, where like people enjoy games that are ridiculously hard. I personally don't really enjoy them. That's why I kind of made the KaijuLocke the way it is, 'cause it's a lot more like the KaijuLocke is. It's weird. It's very forgiving. At the same time, it is completely unforgiving. Like the KaijuLocke is extremely brutal with what you can and cannot do. Okay, so oh wow, so oh wow, oh you're gonna get an Iron Head on Scizor. Good. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh my gosh, yes. I just hope I got Technician on my Scizor, on my Scyther rather than Swarm, because like as much as I love Scizor, I like Swarm, but the things that I have so many Pokemon that have Swarm already, I would vastly prefer to have one with Technician, just because like Technician on Scizor is a monster. Like Technician Scizor, you don't mess with Technician Scizor. You just don't freaking mess with it. Let me actually do like a quick calculation of something, because like if Technician boosts that by like 50%, so Metal Claw, Metal Claw is base 60 or 50? I know it's not 60, it's 50 something. Oh, 50? Oh, then it's worse than Iron Head. It's just worse Iron Head then. Okay, that's all my answer. Main issue with Blue Kaizo is critical hits and the AI moves after you. Oh, the AI reads your moves and basically the AI determines its moves based on what you do. So it reads your moves. Essentially, is that what it is? Because that's what it kind of sounds like. That it's the game reads your movements, which in my opinion, like that's when a game does that. That in my opinion is so colossally and supremely stupid. Because it's like a game that reads your moves and it reacts to your moves is a game that cheats. Like that is as close to cheating as you can get. Like that's something that if anyone like an official tournament, like in any official setting did, like you have full knowledge of what your opponent is going to be doing, and you optimize your response to deliberately counter them. That is cheating by every definition of the word. So like I don't really get how. Oh, we actually we went over. Okay, so we're level 25 now. Okay. I mean, we've got a couple more minutes. Regular. Well, I mean, that's just base. I mean, that's just Gen 1's bullcrap. That's just Generation 1 being trash. Like, I mean, that's just Gen 1 being trash. Like, I pull zero punches when it comes to calling Gen 1 out on its bullcrap. Because, like, it is all bullcrap. It is all Gen 1 bullcrap. Like, it's funny how people say, like, Gen 1's the hardest generation. You don't count for the badge boosts. You don't factor in the fact that you have a 12.5% stat mod on literally every single stat you're packing. So that immediately obsoletes anything. I actually think we're gonna beat this Butterfree, and then we're actually gonna, because this thing gives two special. Oh, this thing gives two special attack EVs. That's amazing. You give me two special attacking EVs. You also give me a +1 special defense. Excellent. Excellent. I want that. And we're calling this over. We have probably like 45 minutes left. I would like to finish now. Please wait in the national park announcement. It doesn't mean that you will always make the right choice. It doesn't mean that it will always make the right choice, but you can't avoid status or them going for the strongest attack is how it goes. I mean, yeah, because, like, the thing is, strong attack avoiding via switches is basically my way of how I play around a lot of bosses sometimes. Educator Ed, who caught a Scyther. Does that mean we came in first? We got it with a Scyther! Skysker! And of course, as I already said, we got a Sunstone. How fitting with the time of the day we're doing this. It's the opposite of that. We're calling him Edward. We're calling him Eddie. We're calling him Eddie. Eddie the Scizor. Well, Eddie the Scyther. Party is full, so he went to Bill's PC. With that done, I am going to take that item. Coming back one level stronger. And ready to rock and roll. I am extremely happy. And you wanna know what the best part is? We can... Actually, no, we can't do that right now. Because we can't get TM Thief. So we can't actually get a metal coat. Well, okay. Technically, there is a way to get a metal coat. The problem is, it is from the Pokeathlon Dome, and it's on a different day of the week. What day of the week is it actually on? Because I wrote it down, like, what day it is, because I saw when you can get a metal coat. And where did I put that freaking notepad? It's basically, it's like one of the days of the week. I think it's like Wednesday or something like that, where we can get a metal coat. And I can just use that to trade evolve it, because the other way is just to thief off Magnemite. So let's see what we get. Let's see. Holy crap. Holy crap. We got adamant. We got an adamant Scizor. You know what? I'll take it. I will take it. It's not Technician. It is not Technician, but it is an adamant Scizor. I would take adamant Scizor any freaking day of the week over a modest Technician. I'll take that. There are ways to manipulate Gen 1, for instance, like using a Gyarados, save a Raichu, the AL, go for Thunder Wave before it goes for Thunderbolt, because it... Really? That's interesting. But, oh, you have Pursuit, too. You also have Pursuit. Okay. Okay. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm liking a lot of what I'm seeing here. I'm really liking what I'm seeing. And he's also a mischievous little Scizor. He's a mischievous little Scissor Hands. So, I like this team. I also love how half the team is just bug types. It's like, we have an amazing... Like, I mean, I would gladly... Like, I'm glad that we got both Tinted Lens on this thing. I'm super glad. I am super freaking glad that our luck has finally started changing for the better. It's like we have this. We have Rivalry on this thing, which sucks. But, like, our luck is definitely changing for the better. Like, our luck is very much improving. Let me actually check the Goldenrod department store, because, like, I know that the Goldenrod department store is, like, super helpful with TMs. I think the only thing that it has right now are... I think the only thing that it actually has at the present moment is... like, I think it's Silver... Silverwind, I think is what it is today, for the Lotto. Which, I mean, Silverwind would be amazing, because, like, Venomoth. But at the same time, Venomoth's not going to be a Venomoth for a very significant amount of time. And you're going to have a Growlithe. Behold my dexterity! How about no? How about I just kick your butt? Juggler Erwin, son of the Voltorb. It's a Voltitorb. It's a Volti-orb. The Orb of Volts. Oh. Oh. Huh. I mean, we can't get any of those things, because, like, they're not helpful. Oh, really? Sandshrew and Nickens are version exclusive on that? Wow, that's weird. Nightshade. Nightshade. And, okay. TMs, there we go. Wow, nothing is helpful. First prize, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Saturday is TM62. I'm pretty sure TM62 is Subwind. I can just go check, wait. I can just go check. It is so much more helpful because Bulbapedia actually lists everything out. Like it says, TM, number, then the move. That's why Bulbapedia is super helpful. Bulbapedia, Goldenrod. And of course we got paralyzed. Of course we got paralyzed. Well, I mean, the only thing about manipulating Gen 1 that I know about was... It's either Gen 1 or Gen 2. It's Lance's Agility Dragonite, where I know if you send out a Poison type, he will always go for Agility. And I think it might be Gen 2, because someone, I remember, said something like Ariados, like they use an Ariados to do that. So that might be a Gen 2 thing, but like I know that the programming for typing and stuff like that in Gen 1 and 2, which is utter garbage. It's kind of one of the things that's great about them, is how bad they were. It's like, it kind of amazes me how terrible those games are programmed, just on a level of it's comedic. Cause like, oh crap, oh crap. Oh, that did nothing. That did nothing to me. I can take it. Yeah, it's like I love how poorly programmed those games are, just from like the standpoint of they barely work right. Keep battling. See, you might be wondering why I'm doing. Oh, this is level 10. I can take this. Charging its lasers. It's a charging up its spark lasers. I still love that. I mean, Adamant Scizor. I am freaking elated with that Adamant Scizor. Oh yeah. I mean, it's not really, like, the thing is, Gen 1 is not challenging from a purely numerical standpoint because you have such an overwhelming advantage by the pure numbers. You have the badge boosts, which are a 12.5% stat modifier on every single stat except for HP, which, you know, that doesn't really seem like a whole lot, but when you get into like a lot of the later things, like it allows you to ridiculously outstat things. I know this person is a trap. This person does not call you for rematches. Never exchange them with it. Oh, hello, Scrubs board. Have I seen you? I know I've seen your name before. Have you been here before? Or have I seen you in other streams? But hello. I'm glad to see you're here. How are you doing? We've been having a fantastic night. So, how are you doing? How is your night going? I hope it's going quite well. But I am super freaking happy right now because we just got, first of all, a bold-natured Venonat. And then second, we got an Adamant Scizor. Well, Adamant Scyther, but it's eventually going to become a Scizor. And Adamant Scizor is a nightmare to behold. It is a monster of unrivaled power and unrivaled bulk because it's steel type. I love steel types. I love my steels. They're so good. Let's see. So the Goldenrod department store. I know that. Where's the Goldenrod department store? Unless I mean, unless, yeah, oh, right, the Goldenrod department store has its own separate page on Bulbapedia. They do that. But doing great, made kids cry and unite and murder one. Oh, yeah, that's nice. That's amazing. That is glorious. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of unfortunate you bring up Heracross, because we have a Heracross. We have a Heracross on our team. The problem is, Heracross has a modest nature. It has the absolute worst nature of all possible natures. It's like, it's like the game giveth. I will give you the greatest bug type in the game next to Scizor. And then, just to mock you, I will take away that nature by giving it the worst nature imaginable. But then, the luck was delayed, and the luck came through on the Venonat, and more importantly, on the Scyther. Because I will take... Okay, Sunday is Dragonclaw. Saturday is Silverwind. Okay. I need to know when Venomoth learns... I need to know when Venomoth learns like its first special bug move, because if it doesn't learn one for a long time, I might want to go pick up that Silverwind TM. Leech Life, Sunsport, Sleep Powder, Signal Beam. Oh, it gets Signal Beam at level 30, 31, at 37. Oh, Venonat itself gets a 35. Okay, we're fine. We don't need Silverwind. But that's actually amazing. The thing is, but the luck did come through on those other two bugs. In all things considered, I would rather take a souped up nature on Scyther than I would on Heracross. Because, yeah, Heracross is an absolute unit of a Pokemon. It is, in my opinion, one of the best there is. But at the same time, so is Scizor. And, I mean, the thing is, you could potentially do that. You could potentially make a mono-bug KaijuLocke run, but you couldn't do it with the limitation of one representative of each species. You really couldn't do that. You would need multiple copies. Like, you would need something like, say, Beautifly and Butterfree or Volcarona, because really, a lot of the bug types there are just repeats of the same thing. I'm kind of upset because I was going to have a Glasgow on BDSP team, but it's a counter to national system because you can only... I mean, to be fair, Gliscor and really Gligar itself in the original games was a post-game Pokemon. A lot of them still were locked into being into post-game. You know, they opened up a lot of them. Like, they did open up a good number of them, but, like, a lot of them are still locked into post-game because a lot of them naturally were, and... I mean, if you just basically put all these items, like, if you basically put all the evolution items, scatter them throughout the entirety of the game, it would kind of overload things. I mean, I was planning to use Glaceon on one of my playthrough teams, and you can't get Eevee until post-game, but it's like... I mean, it just gives me an ability to... Like, it gives me reason to go play original Platinum. But it's also, like... It gives me, like, to explore new possibilities of team composition. Because, like, this is the way that I always look at inabilities to use specific Pokemon. I see them more as an opportunity to use a Pokemon I would never traditionally go about using, more than be upset about a certain thing I can't use anymore. Because I play the games to experience new Pokemon. I like to see new things, try out new things I've never used before. It's why I actually am using Lucario on one of my teams. Like, I used Lucario a long time ago, and it sucked. Now, like, actually knowing what I'm doing, I can, do a bit better. But as for what a KaijuLocke is, There's a full, like, rule set in the description below about how it actually works. But basically it is, I can only use Pokemon that are similar to Kaiju. You know, Japanese monster movie monsters. So things like Godzilla, Mothra, Ghidorah, and such. I can only use Pokemon that are basically analogous to those in some way, shape, or form. Like Gengar is analogous to the Kaiju Hedorah, because Hedorah is a giant flying, you know, blob of poison and pollution, and like one of the things it has like toxic gases it uses as a weapon against things. It can shoot like lightning out of its eye, which like Gengar can learn Thunderbolt. So it's like it's kind of an analogous thing in that way. You know, Butterfree, of course, Mothra, Venomoth, Batra. There's a full like link to everything that is usable in the description below, but the basic gist is things that look similar to giant monster movie monsters. It is basically what it is. I'm gonna go Crocodile. I'm gonna go for Crocodile. I mean, the thing is, Mothra ranks high on my personal list, but nothing beats Godzilla. Nothing beats the King. Nothing beats the King. You can't top the King. I mean, I also really love Gigan. I really love Gigan. Because, like, it's a freaking cyborg thing. Yes, Groudon is usable. Groudon is usable. Yeah, there's a couple of legendaries that are usable. Ho-Oh is one of them. Yeah, Ho-Oh is one of them. Groudon is another one. Rayquaza is one. Zygarde is one. Another one is... You can use... Moltres is usable. But yeah, there's like a full giant rule set in the description below. I went through and I basically listed every single species that can be used in it. And some of them, like, I may... Like, as time goes on, I may, like, change something, like, maybe add some things. Yeah, well, Fire Radon. It's more specifically Fire Radon, because when it came to those, it's because Radon is intermittently described and, like, portrayed as either or a combination of a bird and a pterosaur. And when I was going through and I was basically making a list, I realized if I included every single bird Pokemon because of Radon, it would basically make every single regional bird, it would make every single just bird Pokemon in general usable. And I just felt it would dilute the pool of accessible Pokemon way too freaking much. So when it came to those, I made a judgment call of this. When it came to the birds, the only birds usable that are attributed to Radon or Fire Radon are the fire-flying birds. So, Moltres, Ho-Oh, and Talonflame, those are applicable for Fire Radon. When it comes to Radon proper, that is things like Aerodactyl, Archaeops, and really Aerodactyl is like somewhat representative too. It is Otachi from Pacific Rim as well as that. No, its name is Radon. Radon is the Japanese name. The name for it is the Japanese name for it is Radon. The reason why they changed it is because there's an element called Radon, which is spelled the exact same way, so when they brought it over, like, oh, we'll just swap things so confusion doesn't happen. Yes, it's one of the where it has two names. It's like how Ghidorah has multiple different spellings. It's just... It's basically a localization. It is basically a localization change. That's the simplest way to describe it. It's just a localization change. But yeah, I prefer calling it Radon because the first time that one of the first memories I have is, well, the thing is, the movies in English do call it Rodan, but some of the older Japanese movies, like Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2, even the English dub, they do call it Rodan. They call it Radon, not Rodan. So it's like, it inconsistently flip-flops back and forth. And, you know, really, a while back, really when, like, I was... One of the first times I heard it in years was Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2, where they called it Radon, and it just kind of stuck with that for me ever since. Yeah, they do call it both of them, but yeah, it's one of those things. I mean, I still think Gojira is pretty cool. I still like the pronunciation of Gojira, but it's a little cumbersome to say Gojira or Gojira. But I mean, that's also one that where you actually can say them two different ways. It's like it's either Gojira or Gojira, depending on how you depending. But yeah. I am gonna go with Nightshade, and I on you am actually gonna be switching out to Whooper. I actually have no idea what I'm gonna be nicknaming like the rest of the team, but also you probably didn't notice this, but in the PC. We also, I am very glad I switched out. I am very glad I switched that out. I am very glad that I switched that out. You can't hurt me. I'm gonna Nightshade you. I'm like 99% sure that you're gonna go for Thundershock again. Good. It's targeting Whooper. Oh yeah, Ghidorah, I would agree. I would very much agree. I like Ghidorah. But for me, it's like, as much as I like Ghidorah, just like, Godzilla just like, Godzilla just got the style. You know, it's like, I mean, I generally also do tend to like the villains more than the heroes in a lot of things. So, it might also be just a bit of that. But, I mean, I like both Godzilla and I like both of them. They're both great. I'm super glad they brought Ghidorah into the MonsterVerse. I hope they find a way to bring Ghidorah back, because like I want to see more of Ghidorah, because Ghidorah is to Godzilla what the Joker is to Batman. It's like it is the ultimate arch rival. And it just, like, it feels incomplete without the other. I mean, it's more so just, like... I mean, Godzilla basically has, like... Godzilla is basically like Superman, where is kind of like Superman in the way of... It really doesn't matter what you do. He will always just come back and become stronger and just over the top you. It's like... I mean, I guess it's more like Goku, I guess, in that respect, where it's like... Goku gets beaten times, but he comes back stronger the next time, whereas, like, Superman is just like, you don't ever beat Superman because he's just always stronger than you. So I guess it's more of that, but it's like, yeah, you don't beat Godzilla. You just don't beat Godzilla. Or if you beat him, you don't beat him for long. Interesting thing, actually, about Godzilla King of the Monsters, the point at which they fired the Oxygen Destroyer. The director, the writers said that, like, Godzilla would have won that fight against Ghidorah underwater had the military not fired the Oxygen Destroyer. So basically, like, the army guys that fired the Oxygen Destroyer made a massive mistake by using the Oxygen Destroyer, because it didn't affect Ghidorah. And that's one thing I love about using the Oxygen Destroyer in that way, because it's the way that they introduced Ghidorah being an alien was perfect. They just basically casually introduced the idea of Ghidorah being an alien. It's like, no giant mess, no fuss, Ghidorah is just not from Earth, and they don't really linger on it that long. It's just a thing that's there, and it's just open for usage. Oh my gosh, G Fuel Ghidorah, no. No. I mean, I want to see Kaiser Ghidorah come back. I want to see frickin' Kaiser Ghidorah come back. And I mean, I want to see Gigan. I want to see Gigan come back too. I was really hoping that they would, do some more of that. But so let's go to the. Is there anything here in the burned tower for us? Like, I mean, I know if I'm like checking things a lot on this thing, but it's like I want to make sure that we have encounters so I don't mess up things. Come on, route there. Hogmanay Town. And Burn Tower. Oh, Mecha King Ghidorah is so awesome. I love it. Like, one of my favorite things is Mecha King Ghidorah. Just because it's literally Ghidorah with a robot head. You don't really get much more awesome than a 3-headed dragon that literally has a robot head. Like Robo Monster Head. Oh, now then, hey Snorlax, how are you doing? Glad to see you. Let me go and grab your link. So what's new with you, Snorlax? We have been doing wonderful tonight. I hope your night is going equally as wonderfully. I love how you come into my streams so often that my computer already knows when I type in SNOR, or just SNO, it just brings up Snorlax Whisperer. I love that. If you have not subscribed to him, please go subscribe to Snorlax Whisperer. He's a great friend. He does a lot of shiny hunting things, and he's just all around great. Just show that man some love. He's great. Eugene, you are completely worthless. Hello, Morty. I want to go fight you. Actually, Gym Leader, because my old friend Eugene is here. It's this weekend. I decided to investigate around the Burn Tower. Actually, he's a legend about these legendary Pokemon. Speaking of Titan Raikou. Gym Leader, actually, must have a proper understanding of it. So basically, you're a book nerd. I mean, nothing wrong with being a book nerd. Nothing wrong with that at all. It's you. You must be here to catch a legendary Pokemon. Make yourself look strong. It's only a dream. It's a legendary Pokemon coming to me. Not much. Had to end stream early due to family. Oh, I hope everyone is okay. I hope everyone is okay. The stream is going fantastic. We have caught pretty much our last 2 encounters for a very long time. Or it's like not a very long time, but like a significant period of time. And then we got 2 amazing encounters. Those 2 encounters we got were a bold-natured Venonat with tinted lens and an adamant-natured Scyther. So we basically hit the jackpot. Yep, top 3 Gigan, Ghidorah, Malta. That's a great list. That is a great list. That is an amazing list. I actually have like a couple of clauses relating to various kaiju. Like, you can't use, like, the Gigan representative, you cannot use alongside the Godzilla representative. You can't use Mothra alongside Gigan. And basically a whole bunch of little things like that. It's one of the reasons why, like, I spent a lot of time working on these things, and oh crap, we need to hit this thing now. We need to hit this thing now. Good. Kill the freaking ghost. Kill the freaking ghost. Send this thing... Kill this spirit that shall now die twice. I do not want that. Mean Look and Curse is a deadly combination, and I don't like that he actually did that. Bayleaf is his next Pokemon. I think Kamonga is definitely the one to handle this, even though, yes, he doesn't have exactly great moves. He's got the type combo to beat them. I'm pretty sure at the very least. I don't think he has, like... Oh, yeah. He has nothing. He has nothing that can hit me. Poisonous Sting. Reflect shields up. It's not going to matter because I'm going to be hitting you. I mean, hopefully this can poison, but I'm going to be hitting you. Who remembers? Oh my gosh, yes. Godzilla versus Hedorah. Flying Shrimp Godzilla. That was amazing. I love that scene, if only for the pure stupidity of it. Like, that shows the dialyzed stupidity that was the Showa era. That shows how just stupid the Showa era movies were. I love those. Because, like, for me, that is what encapsulates Godzilla so much. It's that kind of nonsense punctuated with smash cut to the Millennium era movies where it's like awesome monster battles that take up literally like half the movie. And then the Heisei films, where it actually is like a good story for a kaiju film alongside, like, you know, pretty good fights. Like, I mean, I will stay forever. I think the Heisei era was the best. I think the Heisei era was the best. And going into Zubert enters the arena. Hello, my flying little bat friend. Too bad we must destroy you. I don't really have much of a good answer for this thing, because this thing has, like, a lot of annoying stuff. It has a lot of annoying things. Ah, you went to go sub to Snorlax, but you already were. I understand that pain. There's so many times where I want to go sub to, like, a friend of mine that, like, someone that, a streamer that I'm watching plugs, and it's like, I can't go sub to them, because I already am, and I hate it, because I want to go sub to them again, but I can't. Okay. We need to heal, and then... Yep, it is one of these little flying thingamajiggers, and I need to kill it. I need to kill it. Hopefully this thing isn't... Hopefully we don't get hurt in confusion, because, like, the thing is, we really have nothing... Okay. Good, we snap out of confusion. Headbutt hits. And Zubat goes down. Zubat goes down. Okay, good. That's exactly good. That's exactly what we needed. That is exactly what we needed. Bayleaf is coming back out. And... Gonna go to Kumonga. Ghidorah representative is Hydreigon. You can't use Hydreigon, though, because it's not on this generation. There's a Google Sheets list in the description below where you can go to. It brings up the entire spreadsheet I've made on this. I have actually made a spreadsheet for all of these things because I am that much of a freaking nerd. I have spreadsheets. I am that much of a freaking nerd. I have spreadsheets. Feel free to take that out of context as you will, because when I eventually make the Maxes Out of Context compilation video, that's probably going to end up in there. Maxes Out of Context. I have spreadsheets. Oh my god, I love you guys so much. I love you guys so much. There is so much nonsense I would never have said if it wasn't for this channel. And I am so glad that that nonsense is documented in full. I searched up Hydreigon and I corrected. That's hilarious. That's actually hilarious. I think this thing is out of actually synthesis. So hopefully, hopefully we end up poison this time, but like this is just gonna be a stall fest. I mean, I just go for night. I'm just gonna go for Nightshade now. It's no point. There's no point just going for poison since it's not gonna do anything. Critical hit, not very effective. Black to war off. Magical leaves. The leaves that are magical. Doing barely a thing. Go again for another Nightshade. Nightshade. Reflect. Shields up. It's not gonna matter. It's not gonna matter when you bring your shields up to deflect my attacks, because I know what you have left, and what you have left is nothing compared to the mighty Wooper. Because Wooper's a monster. Wooper is a head-chopping monster. Do not give it... Yep. That is exactly what I mean. Nah, that's what I get for searching up Ghidorah picture for no reason. I mean, there's always a reason to search up Ghidorah. There's always a reason to search up Ghidorah. We all need a 3-headed space hydra in our lives. Again, out of context. Mud Bomb! Supersonic, right. You have that move, which is highly annoying. Also, how long... We've been doing this for like an hour or something, I think, already. Mud Bomb cut. Yeah, we've been doing this for... That's... Are we even gonna be able to fight Morty today? I hope we can actually fight Morty. We defeated Walter. I'm not fighting another weakling ever again. He's just too much playing around. I mean, says the guy who got his butt kicked by a weakling, quote unquote. Sore loser! Oh boy, that's terrifying. That's terrifying. They're such cute little things, though. They're adorable, though. How can they be such nightmare monsters if they're so adorable? Okay. I mean, when it comes to this, I know what I'm gonna be using for the foreseeable future within this play. Like, when it comes to the gym against Morty, I know exactly what I'm going to be using. It's pretty much going to be limited to strictly Croconaw and Butterfree. And it's purely because of the only thing that actually can match up well against him. I do not want to risk any... I mean, to a degree, I can go with a Spinarak, because, like, Spinarak will match up very well, but I don't want to risk things. But yeah. So, we're going to heal. We are going to get ready for the big fight. We're going to go, of course, get ready for Morty. Yeah, Axolotls are adorable. Axolotls are freaking adorable. But Morty, I know Morty has, like, a lot of annoying things, but hopefully we can beat him. 'Cause, like, all I need right now is just to get everyone leveled up, which I can do. I mean, I can do that. I can do the leveling up thing. I'm not going to be using... Ooh, can we use the Shadow Claw TM? Can we use that Shadow Claw TM? It's like... I mean, if it can learn Shadow Claw, that'd be really good. Ah, I can't learn Shadow Claw. I can't learn Shadow Claw. That's really sad. That's really disappointing it can't learn Shadow Claw. Because, like... I mean, I get why it can learn Night Slash, because, like, Night Slash's Japanese name is Crossroad Killing, and that's, like, a reference to how, like, samurais used to, like, corrupt samurai would, like, use their sword on people. So that makes a little bit of sense, but, yeah, not great. We can't learn that. Good thing is there are, like, a couple of trainers here I can grind up against. So there is some measure of me being able to battle things. The only thing that we need to do is get the moves. Is just we need to get some good moves. And, I mean, we have Bite, which is going to be good, but I don't really trust Bite enough against Morty, because I know that, again, his... Then again, but I don't want to trust the Quick Claw. Like, I don't want to trust the Quick Claw. Like, the Quick Claw is good, but I don't want to rely on the Quick Claw to beat his Gengar. I have a plan to take down his Gengar, and it involves the Moth. I just need to hope it doesn't get a crit on me. Or it doesn't hit me with a sleep move. Well, then again, I do have... I potentially can get Chesto Berries depending on how things go. So that might go okay for me. But right now, what I really need to do is just not lose. Is just not lose any of my Pokemon. And just get Croconaw on the freaking juice. Like, I need Croconaw powered up for this fight. Because, like, Croconaw is going to be the freight train of death. So close. Doduo. So close, so close, so close. There is nothing here we can get on this route, so I'm just going to go around and just train these guys up. I really don't want to have just another thing of just no... The entire Harry Potter... Yes. I mean,